So anyway, yesterday we have seen how to work with the U classes. And after this, I said about what is a reverse is. So reverse and reverse lazy. See the reverse and reverse lazy, these both are used to access the URL with the name, right? And what is the difference between reverse and reverse lazy? Did I said that? Did I said what is the difference here? No. So actually, so here what is the difference? So what is the difference between reverse and reverse lazy? So both are functions only. So what is the difference between the reverse and reverse lazy? So here these both are functions only. Reverse is a function and reverse lazy also function here. Hmm. So reverse and reverse lazy, you can say reverse and reverse lazy are predefined functions, are predefined functions in DJANGO, and both the functions are used. See here, both functions are used to access view with the name, view with the name. See, both are used to access the view with the name, right? I'll just tell you. I'll tell you this. See, both the functions are used to access the view with the name. Okay. So these are used when working with what your class based, when you're working with class based views and accessing views within what your template. So you'll try to use name. And what is the difference is, I said no. So reverse evaluation is done. So reverse evaluation is done. Suppose if it is class based view, okay, if it is a class based view, a reverse evaluation is done at the time of loading the class. At the time of loading the class means before calling. So before calling, not dynamic, not not during runtime. Okay, at the time of loading the class, not dynamic. So before calling, not dynamic. But reverse lazy, okay, reverse lazy is evaluated. Reverse lazy is evaluated dynamically. Dynamically means when it is called. When it is what here called. So that is the difference. Lazy means later. Lazy means what here later. Reverse is what before calling, and lazy means during calling. Okay, that is a difference between reverse and reverse lazy. So this is having a feature of dynamic. So this is having dynamic feature. In this case, you may get an errors during runtime. But if you are using a reverse, you may get an error at the time of deployment. But in this case, you may get an error during runtime. So that is where you find a difference between the reverse and what reverse lazy. Okay, coming to this yesterday's project. So what we did is we tried to perform all the operations So what are the operations we have done by using class-based views? We try to perform all the operations. So we try to perform. So listing the data, updating the data, deleting the data, and creating and details view. And I said some more views here, right? So let me, and I said even you can customize this. And how you are customizing it? By overriding a method called get query set. You are overriding a method called get query set is a method. So where you can customize it by using keyword arguments. By using what? Keyword arguments. So see here, Python manage dot py run server. Okay, right? Yes, Khalida. I'm using update here. So I'm updating job of second employee. So here it is updated job of second employee. But is it created or updated? Updated. See here, Khalid. It is not created, right? It is what here? Updated. I click on update. So I'm trying to update the salary here. Click on save. Now this is updated what here? Salary. Okay, right? So nothing we did. Same code. Okay, right? So but whenever you update, you try to update it by sending the primary key value. But how you are sending the primary key value from the template? Say this is your template. And the template you are trying to call update EMP by saying row dot employee number. Update EMP row dot employee number means to this view you are sending an argument, but you are sending this is not a part of request. You are sending as a part of which one? URL. You are not sending as a part of request, but you are sending as a part of which one? URL. So what you are sending here role employee number, and here also you are sending what? Employee number, right? So now next we'll try to see. Okay, now customizing the query set. Even you can customize the query set by sending the values using a request parameter. So here I'm writing as a request parameter. So there is a class and I'm writing EMP list view 3. So this is sent as a part of which one? This is sent as a part of which one? URL. Okay. You are saying self dot keyword arguments dot get. You are sending which value? Job value, right? Now I want to send as a part of request. Employee list view 3 is inherit which class here? List view class. And here I'm defining the model name. And what is the model name is? Employee model. And I'm trying to define the template name. And what is the template name is? Same template name I'm using it. EMP list underscore template dot HTML. Now this is a template name. And next one is a context object name. And what is a context object name? EMP. It means you are trying to render this employee details within the template. So what is the name of the template? EMP list template dot HTML. Now I try to override. What is the method I'm overriding? Get query set. It is an instance method. Now this time I'm sending the values as a part of which one? Request. I'm sending the value as a part of which one? Request. So here I'm trying to read employee number equal to request dot. Now self dot request. Now self dot request. But actually, is it get query set method is having any parameter called request? No. So request parameter is held by which method? Get method. Request parameter is held by which method? Get method. Get method of superclass. What is a superclass for this? List view. What is a superclass for this? List view. And you try to override. What is the method is override? Get query set. I'm trying to read the employee number. Employee number equal to self dot. Request dot. What is the name of the dictionary? Get. And here you are trying to read employee number. You are trying to read employee number. And then you are saying query set. You are saying the query set. The query set equal to self dot. Query set equal to self dot. Model dot. So this model is referring to which model? EMP model. So self dot model dot objects dot filter. So filter by using what is that job will take. Okay, not employee number because we are not reading one. If it is one, you can go for details view. But this is one or more than one, right? So then you have to go for list view. And then here I'm trying to read according to which one? Job. So where I'm saying self dot model dot objects dot filter, where I'm saying job equal to what here? Job. Means I'm trying to read all the objects where job equal to given object and then return. What I'm returning here? Query set. I'm returning one query set. So here, this is, but you are sent, this is as a part of URL. Sending value as a part of which one? URL. Means to the to the view as a parameter, to the view as a parameter or argument. This is nothing but captured parameters. You call it as which parameters? Captured parameters. But here you are sending as a part of which object? Request object. But is it get query set method is having request parameter? No. Request parameter is held by which method? Get method. It means whenever you send a request, the request is processed by calling which method? Get method. Get method of which view? List view. And that get method receive which object here? Request object. That get method access which object here? Request object, right? So this is EMP list view 3. Inherit which class? List view class. Okay, right? Now what is the name of this method? Get query set. Now what we have to do? We have to send a request to this view. But how you are sending the request? You are sending the request by using which method? Get method. You are sending a request by using which method? Get method. So what you can do is you can create a template. What you can do is you can create a template where you can input what? Job. You can create a template where you can input what? Job. And then send that request to which view? EMP list view 3. So what I'm doing is I'm creating one template. Okay, I'm creating one template. Okay, now EMP job underscore template dot HTML. Okay, now this is a template and where I'm trying to input the data. So I'm saying form. Okay, form. And then I'm writing here what? Action. So when the action get executed, when you click on submit button, when the action get executed, when you click on submit button. So what you are trying to input? You are trying to input which one? Employee job. What you are trying to input? Employee job. Where I'm saying input type. So input type equal to text. Input type equal to text. And name equal to which one? Job. Name equal to job. Input type equal to text and name equal to job. And here I'm saying input type equal to submit and value equal to what? Find or list. If you click on this list, it will try to get all the employees whose job is equal to this. It will try to get all the employees whose job is equal to this. But once you click on the submit button, the request is sent to one view. Now here I have to give the name of the view or not? Yes. What is the name of the view is? Now here EMP list view 3. So in urls.py, I'm trying to define the path. But here you don't have a captured parameter. Here you don't have a captured parameter. You are sending as a part of which one? A request. You are sending as a part of request. You are not sending as a captured parameter as a argument to the view. So here name equal to list EMP3. List EMP3. So what I am doing as a view. So this must be what here? Callable. This must be a callable. Okay, list EMP3. So here in the template, okay, EMP job, in the template, I should send a request. So I'm sending a request to what here? What is that? EMP list what? 3. I'm sending a request to EMP list 3, EMP list 3. I'm sending a request to what here? EMP list 3. EMP list 3 is nothing but, list EMP3. So list EMP3 is nothing but I'm sending this job. I'm sending this job to which view? List EMP3 by using a request method. If I don't give the request method, what is the default request method is? Get only. It means how it will send this job is by storing in which object? A request object. How it will send this job is by storing in which object? A request object. It will send this job by storing in which object? A request object. So you are sending to which view? List EMP3. Okay, right? So let me call this view also. Now we need to call this EMP job template.html. So for this, I'll try to write one view. I try to create one view. Now here I'm writing one function view. So that is job list. So this is having a request. See, this is rendering template. This is for rendering what here? Template. So what I am doing, response equal to request comma render. So render, and here I'm writing a request comma. What is the name of the template? EMP job underscore template dot HTML. And here I'm not defining any context parameters. So you are not sending any data to the view template. And return, what you written here? Response. See why I write this view for rendering which template? EMP job templates here. This template I should display, right? How can I display this template? I can display this template. See here, I can display this template. How can I display this template? I can display this template by writing one view. What is the name of the view is? Job list. Now this will display this template. Which template it is? EMP job underscore template dot HTML. And this is render as a part of response, right? Okay, now for this also I have to write URL, right? So there is a path. There is a path. And what is a path is show job. Okay, show job is a path, URL. And what is the name of the view is? The name of the view is job list. The name of the view is what here? Job list. Okay, fine. Now we have done this. Now run this. Okay. Now this is actually it is displayed, but slash, what is the name of this view? What is the URL I've given? Job list. Show job. What is the name of this? Show job. I just click on show job. Now the request is sent to this view. And here I'll enter the job. What is the job I've given? HR. Then I should display. So where is error is? Uh, request dot get. It is a dictionary, right? So from dictionary, how you read the data? Get is a dictionary and get is what here? Method. Get is a dictionary and get is a method, right? Now here I try to input the job as a HR list. Now you can see there is one employee with the HR. Okay, right? Now you can go back. Now you can give. So I just write accountant and click on list. There is one person who's called as an accountant. So you can give any job. Okay. But what will happen if the job is there, you'll get a job. If the job is not there, you'll get which one? Empty. List. Now, is it any employee with this employee details? No. But here I send as a part of which one? A request. I send as a part of which one? A request. Understood? So how many ways I customized here? How many ways I customized here? One is by using which parameters? Captured parameters by sending as a part of which one? URL. Second one, I customize it by sending as a part of which object? Request object. I customize it by sending as a part of which object? Request object. Using which method? Get method. Okay, in the same way, you can also customize details view. You can also customize the details view. How can you customize the details view? Right? Now this is customizing list view. Yes. See, I written these three views here. So this is in views.py. So what you have to do is, now this is customizing. So how many ways I did this? You need to understand. First I customize by giving value within the query set. Second time I customize it by sending a value as a captured parameter. Third time I customize it by sending a value as a part of which one? Request. This is request and this is what? Keyword arguments. But here already given value within the query set. Value is given within the query set means always it will get whose details? HR details. But here you are sending the value to the view. But how you are sending the value to the view? As a captured parameter means you are sending as a part of URL. You are saying slash and you are sending the value. This is a parameter or not? Yes, this is an argument which you are sending to the view. And where this value gets stored in? Keyword arguments. But you are not sending as a part of URL. You are sending as a part of which one? Not as a captured parameter, but you are sending as a part of which object? A request object. Request object means you should send either by concatenating with the URL or you should send by submitting the form. You should send by concatenating with the URL or you should send by submitting the form. You submit the form. When you submit the form, whatever data you are sending it, the data will store in which object? Request object. From request object, you are reading this value. Which value you are reading? Job. And you are getting the details of that. So this is different ways of customizing which one? List view by overriding which method? Get query set method. Get query set method. Now next is you can also customize So these are templates. I've written only one template. And what is the name of the template is EMP job. So this is a template I've written EMP job dot EMP job template EMP job template dot HTML. So this is a template. And after that, I do some changes in what? URL. See, these are four things. You have to write in urls.py. Now this is urls.py. In this, you have to define the path for all these views. That's all. Now this is customizing list view, but you can also customize which view? Details view. Now this is customizing or customization of which view? Details view. This is customization of details view. Now details view is used, details view or detail view. Detail view is used to read, to read, to read one what object, one object or one record from which one? Model, model or what is that? Table. Details view is used to read one object or one record from model or table. Model or what is that? Table. Right? So if you want to customize this, because for example, yesterday we have seen if the employees exist, it will get the details of that employee. If the employees not exist, then it raises what? Error. If it is employees exist, it will get the details of that employee. If the employees not exist, it raises what? Error. It raises the error. To avoid that, you handle the error. You handle the error. But how you handle the error? Which method is called when you inherit which view? Detail view. It will call the get method. Okay, always the request method is what? Get. And that get method calls one method called get object. That get method is called which method? Get object method. Get object method get how many objects here? One object. One object. If it is exist, it will return that object. If it is not exist, it will generate one predefined error page. But I don't want that predefined error page, but I want to handle that errors here. Yesterday we had done this. What is that? Detail EMP. Detail EMP is there, no? So this is detail EMP. Yesterday's one. So detail EMP. So what is the name of this? So detail EMP. I send employee number 2. Employee number 2 details are there. If I send employee, see this is sending as a part of captured parameter. Employee number 3. But I give the employee number what here? 13. Suppose what is the employee number is 13. But is it employee number 13 is there or not there? Not there. Then immediately it is given one error or not? Yes. Saying that page not found 404. No EMP model found matching the query. But this error page is a predefined error page or user defined? Predefined. But I want to display my own error page. I want to display my own error page, right? Okay, right? Now, how it will get these details? First of all, whenever you send a request, see here, whenever you send a request to the view, you are sending the request to the view, right? View process the request by calling which method? Get method. So this get is an instance method. It is having self comma. It is having request comma. It is having variable length arguments comma. It is having which arguments? Keyword arguments. It is having variable length arguments and keyword arguments. Okay. But what this get method is doing? It is calling one method called which one? Get object. It is calling one method called which one? Get object method. So get object is a method of which class? Same class. And what is the name of the class is detail view. What is the name of the class is here? Detail view. Name of the class is detail view. So get object method of detail view is called, and this get object method returns how many objects? One object. It is not. What is a return? See, how can you read one object, one record? How to read one record? By using which method? Get method. So you'll say model dot, you'll say what? Model dot, model manager dot, model manager dot get. Model manager dot what? Get. And here you give the condition or not? Yes. You give the condition here, right? Get model dot objects dot get, and here you are saying employee number equal to what? Employee number. Employee number equal to employee number. If it is exist, it will return that object. If it is not exist, then it raises what? Error. But I want to handle that error. Then what do? It you override. Then override which method? Get object method. So customization of detail view is done by overriding which method? Get object method. By overriding get object method of superclass. By overriding get object method of superclass. You are overriding a get object method of superclass. What is a superclass for this? What is the superclass for this? Detail view. What is a superclass for this? Detail view. Superclass is a detail view, right? Just to see here. Otherwise, I'll explore it. Python manage.py shell. So it is not like your this one here. So it is not like your Python programs writing, compiling, executing. Project development means you have to remember a lot of things. Understood? So what you learn in Python, you are implementing everything here. Overriding you have seen, yes, as a part of which one? Inheritance. Overriding you have seen as a part of inheritance. Why you override? To modify. Yes or no? Why you override? To modify or to extend the functionality of superclass method within the subclass. Parent class method you want to modify. How you modify the parent class method? By overriding it. Understood? So you are whatever you are writing, all the things you are implementing here. Understood? So not like just creating list, append, remove, delete. No. Yes or no? So here completely you should know where the control is moved. Understood? Right? So now see here. Python manage.py. I just tried to explore it. What is the name of this? From DJANGO.generic. What is the name of the view? Detail view. If you want, you can explore it. No problem here. Detail view. This is a detail view, right? And I said, now there is a method called query set. There is a method. What is the name of the method? Get object. What is the name of the method here? Get object. Getting on. So get object method, what it returns? Get object method, what it returns? One object. Get object method returns what? One object. One object it returns. Okay. Now I want to handle that error. Okay. So how can I handle that error? Now see here. I'm trying to override. Now this is, what is the name of this is? EMP list view 1. EMP details view. So EMP details view. So I'm just creating the same EMP details view. So details view always use. Okay, details view always use to read how many employees. Details view always used to read how many objects only? one object, right? So not multiple objects, it is only for one object, right? Not multiple objects, not required here, not required. Hmm. Some of the important methods you have to remember. Okay, some of the important methods you need to remember, but you don't require to remember all the methods. Okay, because so many methods will be there, but all the methods you don't call it. Okay, because that is abstraction. Okay, when you want, those are called automatically by the server. Yes or no? But are you calling get method everywhere, anywhere? Are you write a get method? No, that get method logic is there already. So we are just giving the templates, model template name and context object name, right? Now here I'm writing get object. What is the name of the method? Get object. Now this is having self. This is having self. What you are doing? You are trying to get an object by using which arguments? How you are sending values as a part of request or as a part of keyword? I mean captured parameters. Captured parameters. Okay, then I should get a what I should get a employee number. Employee number equal to self dot. What is that? Keyword. Keyword what? Arguments. Keyword arguments is which type? Dictionary. Keyword argument is which type? Dictionary. And keyword argument dot get dot and what is the name of this captured parameter? PK. That is nothing but primary key. You can see here. You can see detail EMP. What is the captured parameter name? PK. Now this parameter is stored. This parameter is stored. Where it is stored in? It is sent to which one? View. And view receive that parameter or not? Yes. But where it is stored in? Keyword arguments. Self dot keyword arguments dot get PK. That is nothing but primary key. I said in the beginning, how many ways can you send a values to the view? I said in the beginning, how many ways can you send the data to the view? I said in the beginning, how many ways can you send the data to the view? Okay, maybe somewhere. So this is by using request parameters, query strings here.